Okay, guys. One sec. No. Let me double check on this. I think we're going. Alright, it looks like we're good. Mute that. What's up, guys? Super Milesio here. It's been a minute since I've done one of these, and I'm super excited. So today, we are going to play, I won't say my favorite, but I would say one of the most important Zelda games that there is, and that is Ocarina of Time. Now, unless you've been living under a Goron, then you will know that they just recently unveiled a remake for Ocarina of Time coming to Switch 2. And you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody more excited about that than I am. So what we're going to do, rather than like, oh, let's keep it fresh and not play it, no, I want a back-to-back comparison. So I'm going to play through the original Ocarina of Time, at least the emulated version on the Switch 2. Now, just a little bit of what I'm thinking right now. The reason I'm streaming this outside of it just being fun is because I have an idea. And my idea is to stream this all the way through and then stream the remake when it comes out shortly. And then I'm going to create a highlight reel like I do usually, but I'm going to splice between the original and the remake, like throughout the video. So it'll be like Kokiri Forest here, Kokiri Forest there, like constantly back and forth. That might be a terrible idea, but it might be really cool, and we're going to find out. We're going to get into this, and I will keep talking as we go. Oh, man. Now, a little bit of backstory here. The first time I played Ocarina of Time, and actually the first few times I played it, was the 3DS remake. And I actually played it like a little bit later in my Zelda playing career. It was actually and of course we're going with Lieb here, that's kind of my go-to. Boom. Let's go. So I played Link Between Worlds was my first ever Zelda game. Then I played Majora's Mask. Then Twilight Princess, I got like halfway through it, and then I couldn't get past something, I forget. And then I went and played Ocarina of Time. So it was a very strange order, but of course it was the 3DS version. And here we go. The children of the forest, each Kokiri has his or own guardian fairy. We know all this already, but look at this. Can you imagine? Let's just put ourselves in the 90s for a second. And this is the first, maybe the first 3D game you've ever played. Certainly the first 3D Zelda. It has to be, because this is the first one there was. Can you imagine that feeling? It's hard for me to do that, but you gotta try, because that's what this game deserves, really. It was truly revolutionary. And does it hold up? We'll see. So here we go. And Link's face has exactly 12 polygons in it. I don't know, I'm making that up. And here's Christopher Lambert here, if you get that deep cut. Thank you for that. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. And we have the Shakespearean tree over here. Navi the fairy. Yeah, they kind of abandoned this manner of speaking for future Deku trees, I gotta say. Maybe they thought it was a little too out there. That look on your face tells me. Oh, a couple updates to my setup. I got a new computer, and that allows me to do a few things. For one, I can use this mic. I don't know why my old computer didn't like my interface, but it's a much better mic than my Yeti. Not that the Yeti's bad, but it kind of, yeah, it's not as good as this. And gets a lot of extra noise that I don't like. And I fixed the blurry camera issue, guys. You will never see blurry forehead saga ever again. I'm pretty sure. Because I was able to download the software. It wasn't compatible on my old computer to actually turn off autofocus on this webcam. So there you go. And here we are in Kokiri Forest, guys. Well, hey there, whoever you are. Man, but I mean, look. This would be mind-blowing if this was the first three. If the last one you played was Link to the Past, this would just fry your brain. All right, and I guess we gotta watch this, yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? So I did actually play through most of this, and it was on the Switch version, as I am doing right now. The emulation, and tragic story. I've told it a few times. But I got all the way to the Spirit Temple. Somehow my fingers slipped, or I just wasn't thinking, and I overwrote like my save. And the only save I had was like before the Forest Temple, so I lost like the entire adult like saga. Like from when you become an adult all the way to the Spirit Temple, I lost it all, and I just did not have the heart to go through all of it again, because yeah, it was a lot. I'm also thinking of redoing my Ocarina of Time medley with a lot more tunes in it. And here we are, guys. We are controlling Link in 3D for the first time ever. Imagining that I'm playing this in the 90s. And there we have it. Kokiri Forest. Here's our friend Saria. Or Saria, I don't care how you say it. Yahoo! Hi, Lieb. Here we go. And here's this there. Never paid much attention to that. Little cave drawing. Oh, is that a Dodongo? How would Kokiris know about Dodongos, really? Wow, a fairy. So yeah, here we are, guys. And I think I know what I'm doing, pretty much. I forget how much they make you, like, mess around and talk to people to learn, like, how to Z-target and all that stuff. But basically, we need some rupees. I think it's 20. But I could be wrong about that, because we need the shield and the sword. And we will see why momentarily. And Navi is already bugging us, isn't that right? But I don't think we need to talk to her. And wow, look at that, look at that draw distance there. Crazy. And so yeah, I feel like I played enough of it to get a real sense of it. Sort of I feel like a rite of passage. Of course, I can't say that I think... This is the thing about Ocarina. Like I said, the way I'd classify it is I think it is perhaps the most important Zelda game. Some people might have something to say about that. You know, maybe they want to give it to Link to the Past or something, which I have my own opinions about that. But I think it's got to be this one. I mean, first 3D one really established the modern formula for it, right? So we can't pluck these quite yet. That's fine. And just the impact that it has, and the way it weaves into the entire timeline. It's another thing some people don't like, but you can't deny that, like, it is a part of the games, you know? Like, it's baked into the games themselves. It's not just something Nintendo made up after the fact. You know, so I think for those reasons, it is one of the most important, if not the most important Zelda game. And it's currently number 7/6 on my list. When I made my Zelda top 10 Zelda games video about a year ago, which is crazy to say, this was at number 7, and I said it was kind of tied with the Wind Waker. And Jamie's here. What's good? Back for another episode. Yep, it's been a while since I've done a gaming stream. Might have been since Bonanza, really. My capture card has been sadly languishing, and we're at 12 rupees, and I need more than that. What's up, know-it-all brother? And here we go. So there's quite a bit here. We're at 16. This was the rupees had, you know, different look to them here. Maybe just for simplicity's sake of I'm sure that was maybe easier to create that model than the current one. But you know what I'm talking about, right? I reckon we can get the sword. I don't think we need the shield to get the sword, but let's find out. Let's crouch down here. Because I know we need bow. Actually, I think we should get the sword, because then we can chop those bushes and get some more stuff. And Kate's sending those cacti again, whatever those are. You gotta watch out for these boulders. Shoot, Navi, why didn't you warn me about that? Come on. Here we go. So yeah, I'm thinking of redoing the Ocarina of Time medley. It was the first medley I ever did. And it was fine. Honestly, it was the first time I'd really played around with recording anything other than, it was the first time I don't know, we actually have to equip it, I forgot. Look at this antiquated menu. Gosh, how far we've come. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. What the heck? Guys, we're not a good sign if I'm already having this much trouble. Do you really have to map that to a... Okay, I got it. I was about to say. Okay. It was kind of the first time I'd ever really explored, like, recording anything other than voice, really. And I wasn't even that good at that. So it definitely could use some improvement. Plus, I didn't hit all the songs that I really wanted to, or that I think I should now. So there we go. Kokiri's sword has been acquired. And here we are Z-targeting the first time, which I always called L-targeting for the longest time because it was 3DS and what have you, but I think the official term is Z-targeting. Interesting, like, origin of that as well, because, of course, first 3D Zelda, you have to think about all these things. How are you going to manage fighting enemies in a 3D space? Nobody really thought about that before, or at least, like, done it in a sophisticated way. And I think it was, you know, some of the devs, they went to this show, this play, like, at a park, and they saw how the actors were fighting, like, on stage, and there was a point where the actors were spinning in a circle around around somebody, I guess, and they were like, oh, that inspired them to have this Z-targeting system where you kind of walk in a circle around the enemy. Yeah, and also informed how they would handle the enemy AI and stuff. 40 rupees, shoot, okay, I was dead wrong. Okay, well, that's good that we have the sword then. Let's chop up some of these bushes, but man, I think as we go through this, what I'm going to have to do is, like, just be observant of the environment and really just think about, you know, what I'm most excited to see in the new version, because, man, it's going to be good. I've already seen the discourse, of course, because how can there not be people getting upset about stuff? Kate, don't be typing those words in my chat. I can say it out loud, but I don't want that to be on record. It's a real thing. Look it up. Adam Savage said it. Huh? Oh, Kate. Oh my gosh. I just read what you said earlier. Anyway. Anyways, what was I even saying before? I thought I was supposed to know where all these rupees were. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, I know I said it, whatever. The discourse right now, is people are saying everything under the sun, like Nintendo is allergic to making new games, like it's just all remakes, and I don't think there's much to that argument. The other thing is, like, why do we need a remake of this game? There already is one, all this other stuff, and again, I just feel like it's such a silly argument, because for one, there's the whole remake versus remaster versus reimagining versus reboot. Like, Scott the Woz has a whole video on that, you should go watch it. But the lines get blurred between those terms, I think, and it's kind of silly to obsess over it, because I have always considered the 3DS version a remake. The reason I say that is because, like, it is pretty one-to-one, but it's not like they just took the exact code and just, like, changed the polygons. Like, I don't think that's how it works. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot more to that. Oh, we got 40. Let's go. There's a lot more to it. They totally changed the menu system because it's on the 3DS now. They changed a lot of stuff, even more in Majora's Mask. They changed some pretty significant stuff there, but also in Ocarina of Time. So I considered that a remake. I think that it's not a groundbreaking remake. I mean, it's pretty one-to-one, but I always thought that was a remake. Now everyone's kind of backpedaling and saying that it's a remaster to sort of defend the fact that we're getting a remake now. It's like, we already had a remake. No, we didn't. That was just a remaster. Like, this is the first real remake. And I'm like, again, I think that's silly. I think you can acknowledge that the 3DS one was a remake, because I think it was, and still say, okay, but that doesn't mean that that, like, the new remake is pointless. Like, if any game deserves to be fully modernized and brought to a home console again, it's this game. Because the 3DS version is great. I played it a lot. It's fantastic, but it's locked to the 3DS. You have to play it on a little saltine cracker sized screen, and you have a circle pad, and it's not ideal, right? We need an option to play it on a console, which we're doing now, but also a modernized version. I want motion control aiming, and dude, it looks incredible, guys. I'm sorry, but again, and here's Mido. What a jerk. What a jerk. Let's go. It is kind of sad, though, you know, these Kokiri here, and their guardian's about to just be dead. You know, spoiler alert. Sorry. Oh, shoot, I forgot. I have something downstairs that I meant to grab, but I'll show you next episode. It's just a little prop that I wanted to, like, it's an item that you get in the game, and I wanted to hold it up when we got it, like I did with the rings in Tears of the Kingdom. And here we go, guys. The Deku Tree. Listen carefully. Thy slumber. Kate, that is not at all right. That is not true. That is not what I'm talking about. Wait, did I just click yes again? Okay, never mind. It's that crap where you keep getting in the same explanation loop. And here we go. Kind of eerie. He's opening his maw, and we're gonna clamber on in. And somehow, inexplicably, inside this tree is an entire maze, obstacle course thing, which people have theories about. Like, was the Deku Tree planted on top of this maze, or what? I don't know. That's a cool theory, I guess, but that would have meant he was planted a long time ago, and this has just been sitting there. So anyways, I think Navi will tell us what this stuff is, right? Deku Baba. Yeah. Guys, I have a goal here. You can hold up your shield. Okay, it is R, not ZR. Good to know. I don't know if this is really that feasible, but I'm wondering if I can get through this file without dying. It might be a long shot. Get it? Because there's a good amount of clunk in this game, so it might not be necessarily my fault if I end up dying. I know there's a Skulltula right there. Oh shoot, are we able to invert that? I'm gonna be really sad if we can't. I forget. Decide. They hadn't quite settled on what the best word for confirm would be. Decide is rather silly to me. And there's not an option. Dang it. I guess I'll just have to get used to that. I'm looking for an option to, like, invert the camera, like where I press down and it goes up. That is what it's doing, and I don't like it. Anyways, here we go. I guess we'll get used to it. That's another thing, is like, gyro aiming is so useful. And you don't have it here. It's understandable, but, like, you didn't even have it on the GameCube. I think the Wii was the first instance of that, if I'm not wrong. Open up You know, green is the color of the day. Lime bubbly. Kate, you still there? Did you hear me explain how I fixed my blurry camera issue? And here we got the dungeon map. And I cannot kill them yet, I don't think. Okay, untarget. That's kind of annoying. Let's go. I gotta be careful here, because I know there's some big old spiders that are gonna drop down at some point. Okay, Navi, thank you. Thank you. See, there's... Again, this didn't really change with future Zelda games. In fact, in some ways, it got worse. This whole tutorial thing, because in this game you can almost excuse it, because again, this was the first 3D game for a lot of people, so they kind of have to explain just how things work in a 3D space. Yes, thank you. If you hold forward, you'll roll onto the ground. Thank you for that. Alright, well, this isn't Breath of the Wild. You only take 1 heart of fall damage, so I think we'll be okay. Man, I'm so excited. Again, another complaint I've seen is that people are like, it looks just like Unreal Engine. People don't like the art direction. Again, Zeltic has a good video about it, how, like, this game originally, like, it's on the N64, guys, so it's not gonna look realistic. But they were going for realism. Like, that is... I think just based on the fact that they referred to Twilight Princess as like a continuation of the Ocarina style, that's pretty conclusive to me, that like they were doing all they could to go for a more realistic... we gotta equip this crap, don't we? They were trying to go for realism here. Like, I think the 3DS remake is confusing in that way because, like Zeltic said, there's this weird game of telephone where like the artwork for this game was kind of cartoony in a way. And then 3DS Remake is like heavily based on that artwork. And it looks really good, but it kind of took it in a more illustrative direction, which I think was smart for the system anyways. But now we're in this case where it's like they have the opportunity to like fully realize what they originally intended for this game, which I believe is what we're seeing. And the people saying it looks like Unreal Engine, I don't know. I mean, we've only seen 1 shot, and it's kind of the least informative shot as to what the game's going to look like. It's just Link sleeping, and that alone blew my mind when I saw that. I was like, there's no way this is what the game's going to look like. They've really stepped it up. But to me, what I really don't like about the Unreal Engine stuff that I've seen is the motion. It just doesn't look quite right to me. I think there's some gorgeous, like, scenery in it. Like, I think somebody has gone and, like, remade most of the game, at least maybe it was before Nintendo probably nuked it, but yeah, I think what I don't like about it is just the way that Link moves, the way that, like, the camera moves. It just doesn't feel very natural. I can't imagine that it's going to look like that. I think they've got to do better. They know what they're doing. I'm trusting the process right now. And I'm really excited. Oh, shoot. Thought I'd go for that. Well, we did get him, but we also got hurt in the process. So I don't remember exactly like how long it took me to get to the point where I was at. Oh, we need to equip the Deku Stick, don't we? Oh, we only have 1. Shoot. Dude, why do you ask me to save every time? Stop it, Navi. Okay, don't bump that. What is that button? Shoot, that's gonna be difficult. That's X? Shoot. Okay, this is gonna take some getting used to. I can't believe you'd use the C stick for that. Shoot. Maybe we could try that. Then it would actually match, you know, the direction of it, but... Anyways, how do we handle this guy up here? Can I just go ahead and shoot him? I don't think I can. Hello? Yeah, I think I've got to get on the platform and do it. I love dungeons and Kate, what is that second word? She's typing gibberish again. Do I have to light this second torch or no? I don't think so. I think I'm going to kill this Skeletula first, if possible. I will not be going for all the gold Skulltulas, because that's just silly. Dude! Oh my word. Okay, turn around, please. This can't be right. Turn around. Thank you. He's going back up. No, he's not. Yoink. Big red in my head. Okay, thank you, Kate, for the reference there. We got little Pac-Man. And let's see here. What are we doing? I know there's a gold skulltula over there, so let's get that. I sense a gold skulltula nearby. Good job, Link. You got the skulltula. I sense a skulltula nearby. I sense a skulltula nearby. I sense a gold skull. I got a gold skeleton. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. What's in here? I don't remember. The compass? No, it's a heart in a chest. That's awesome. What does lighting this torch do? I think I probably need to, right? So I've played this game enough to where like all of the trickiest moments kind of stick in my head. So I don't think it'll hold me up too much. I don't know exactly like what I'm doing at every turn, but I've gone through it all enough times to where like I'll be able to recall it pretty quickly. Like the whole Jabu fish crab. Obviously I know that, you know. As far as like the dungeons go, I might get tripped up in a few areas, but I don't see myself getting stuck too badly. It's an interesting thing, and it's kind of a shame. I mean, it's fine. I do really wish I could just wipe my brain of all these things, and try play one of these again for the first time. That would be so awesome, because when I first played them, you know, I was really young and stupid and like really impatient. And so if I got stuck at a certain point, I would just immediately give up and look up the answer. So I don't have the experience of like figuring out a lot of this stuff, and if I did, I don't remember doing it. So like I never had to suffer through the Jabu stuff and all that. Like I already knew about all that, probably from watching like videos about it. So I think what I need to do is jump down on that spider web. And again, like that might stump you if you weren't familiar with that. One of my friends is in the chat. That's awesome, Kate. Who is it? I don't see anyone else. I see 3 coconut viewers. That's pretty cool. Let's go. And there it is. Oh, come on. Didn't work. Navi. Jesus. No. Okay, we're already dangerously close to to failing my goal of not dying. He's not typing. Okay. Well, then he's not really in the chat, you know? You feel me? Or I can just burn this, right? But there's no fire. His name's Brody. Okay. He's a friend of a friend of a friend. So he's a you know, transitive property. He's a friend. That's how it works, right? I have 2 rupees from this dungeon. It's pretty embarrassing. Do I really have to climb up this again and kill these guys again? Kill it. A few other things I think, just by virtue of, again, me looking everything up, but also playing on the 3DS version, is I never really understood the infamy of the water temple. Oh shoot, he's gonna charge me, isn't he? He's gonna turn red and then charge me. Nope. Ah, crap. Because I think a big part of why it's so despised on this, you know, version is because the iron boots don't just work as a weapon, or like anything you can equip to a button. You have to go into your menu and change your boots every time you want to do that. And chances are, if it's your first time going through the water temple, you're going to be doing that a lot, and that is very annoying, right? Like, get that. And again, on the 3DS, it's not really an issue because you have 2 extra. Oh my gosh. Okay, what? Look, leave. You can see down below. Well, thank you for that. I realized that. So I know you're supposed to jump into it, right? Am I just not doing it on the center like I'm supposed to? Or am I supposed to burn it? I don't think you can burn that. well, Kate, nobody... Oh, hello, Lila Bear. So, you know, again, and I looked up all the answers, so I never really got stumped. So I can understand why. Oh my goodness. Am I doing something wrong here? I apologize, guys. And so I mean I must have gotten through it, because like I said, I got all the way to the Spirit Temple when I actually played through it on this version a few years ago. But you know, I had the advantage of being pretty familiar with it already, at least enough to where I wasn't doing a crazy amount of backtracking. Okay, we're gonna get it this time, guys. Just a little bit. Boom, there it is. That's just finicky enough to where I could see somebody trying that a few times and then deciding that maybe that wasn't the solution, and like I was pretty sure that was it, and still that I almost second guessed it. So it's one of the quirks of the game, you know. Because this was like not before the internet, but I mean really, it was in its infancy, I think, as far as like commercial like household use. So like you couldn't just, I mean, no YouTube certainly, so if you wanted help on this game you were kind of SOL, unless you were gonna like write a letter to Nintendo Power or call the hotline. I guess that was still around at that point. What is happening here? Let's see, I can't get through there. I need fire for that. And I think can I climb up here? Yes, I can. I sense a skeleton nearby. Okay, so we lit that torch. Are you annoyed by my... they're going off in the chat. I don't know what it's all about. That's a new one. Let's see. Okay, you got any more fun facts for me? Like the old marker thing? Okay, how do I get that? Like I said, I'm not really interested in getting all the Skulltulas, but you know, we'll get a few. I don't know how to get that. Maybe I just jump into it. That's probably it. Oh, come on. Okay, don't target it maybe, just roll and jump. There we go. And we're gonna light this. Bring it across. Right? Yes! And light this guy. Boom. Okay, you're outsourcing to your friends. More fun facts. Alright, here we go. I'm getting it, guys. I mean, come on. I'm okay with this stuff. I did 100% Mario 64, and honestly, I think a game like that, I hate to say it, people get upset when you say stuff like this. They have not aged well, guys. The N64 games have not aged well. Maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe I just didn't grow up with them, but no, come on. I mean, are you really gonna expect that they just got it like perfectly right? All the controls, the way that the mechanics in a 3D space, do you really think they got it right in like the first few years on a console like that? No, it took some time. I'm not saying these games aren't incredible, like they really are. They're absolutely astonishing feats. But what? Guys, please, these are not. This is not what I wanted. Platypus's sweat milk. Okay. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta get it out somehow. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. No, guys, but I think the GameCube in a lot of ways was kind of the sweet spot like, I think Mario Sunshine still, and so people complain about that too, which is interesting. It kind of makes me like second guess myself, because I grew up on the GameCube and it feels very natural to me, but maybe it's the same principle of like, if you didn't grow up with it, it's not going to feel right. Because Super Mario Sunshine, I think it controls really well. Like, I really like how it controls. Well, shoot, guys. I thought I knew what I was doing here. Oh, I can dive and hit this, can't I? Oh, okay. I think we just got to get right above it. So, and like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, the only like gripe I have about those controls is the fact that there's no gyroscope aiming on the GameCube version, because the GameCube controller didn't have that. That's the only issue I have with those controls, really. So, I do think they really hit their stride in that sort of era. I don't think N64 controls aged well at all. I just don't. I cannot stand Mario Kart 64. It does not feel good at all to control. I mean, even Double Dash, I don't like to control. I think that's what I grew up on, and I like it. Melee's great. It depends on the style of game, I guess. But something like Mario 64 is like agonizing. Again, it took me a while to fully appreciate it, and now I can play it and appreciate it for what it is. I think that's another one that could really use the HD treatment, because all we have right now is the DS version, which is even more, it's even less definitive than I think the 3DS remakes of Ocarina and Majora, because it's on the DS and you have a freaking D-pad to control a 3D game. So yeah, I would really love to see a full HD 64, and people would probably get mad at that because they're remaking more stuff. I would love it. Because it's agonizing to control. It never feels natural to me. I really love the game, but I cannot lie that it is held back significantly just because of how it controls to me. And I'm very grateful that there is a more modern version of Ocarina of Majora that I was able to play first when I was really the most impressionable. Really enjoyed it. Now, again, because I'm older and slightly more competent, I can go back to the original and have a fun time. And I think Zelda in general lends itself better to, like, or I should say the N64 controls, I think, have aged better in a game like this. Because you don't have to be quite as precise with platforming or anything. There's very minimal platforming. It's combat. It's like dungeons and stuff and puzzles. So I think that works better. It's still pretty clunky at times, but it is much better to me. So that's what I'll say about that. I think it's I get why people get very, I don't know if it's offended or whatever when you say that the N64 games have not aged well. I get being nostalgic, and like, again, at the time this was incredible. It still is, honestly. But it just feels silly to me to like, it just feels obtuse to pretend like this was, like they had it all figured out like right away, you know. So here we go. I'm not having too much trouble. It's the first dungeon, so I would hope not. Let's go into here. Oh, this is fun. Anyway, I'm gonna pay attention to the actually gameplay. Well, I thank you. I appreciate that, prehistoric Spino Man. And this one I don't think we can jump into. This is the one we have to burn. And you can push this block here. Another thing that I think was originally in maybe the collector's edition, but certainly in the it's alright, I mistype sometimes too. Certainly in the 3DS version was Master Quest. Never played that. I only know about it because of King K's retrospectives, which are great. I can talk about my thoughts on those at some point. Because I don't agree with everything that he says. And I don't even think he does. Like, he's talked about how he doesn't agree with his old videos. But what am I saying? Yeah, like Master Quest, it like they remixed the dungeons and stuff. Like, it's crazy. Apparently they added a lot of stuff, and I never did that, so that could be fun to try. But I don't think it's in this version, sadly. Okay, I think it's 2, 3, 1. And I was probably supposed to learn that before. I think the other guy told me and I wasn't paying attention. Luckily, I just know what's up. 23 is number 1. That's probably some sort of pun that I don't understand. Wonder if you can see the... I can see the emojis, yeah. I just see them, like, pop up on my screen. Y'all are spamming, huh? Alright. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. Interesting with the Deku Scrubs. I believe, if I'm not wrong, I just watched like a 3-hour Did You Know Gaming Ocarina of Time, like tidbits and stuff video. They originally had like one character that was supposed to like go around. You're supposed to meet him a lot. That was going to give you all these little tips, like almost to replace the role of the Deku Scrubs. And then they, for some reason, they couldn't do that. They couldn't flesh it out. They didn't have enough time, so they just like they were like, oh, just make the Deku Scrubs do that. A bunch of random characters, which I think turned out for the best. I scrambled a Rubik's Cube. Can I throw it in your room and solve it in front of the camera? No. Sorry. You can do that later. Do you know how to solve it? Oh, is this the boss room already? Believe it is, guys. Well, I'll be. Pretty good time, guys. I actually don't know if it is. Maybe 45 minutes for the intro is not that good. Okay, so I think we have to look up here. There she is. She's got a division sign on her eye. I don't know what that's all about. Parasitic armored arachnid. So can you imagine how mind-blowing this must have been at the time? It's crazy. Dude, quit rolling into it. Do the jump attack. Again, this must have been pretty hard for a stupid kid. Because I remember, you know... actually, I really don't remember exactly how much trouble I had with it. I don't think I was, like, fully utilizing Z-targeting or anything. Oh, shoot. Forgot about that. I don't know what these are. Thank you. Where are you? I'm already kind of getting used to the inverted camera thing. Oh, shoot. I don't want to waste all my seeds. There we go. Link! Am I doing the wrong button for that jump attack? No, it is that. I'm just not quite getting it. There it is. Oh, so you can lock on like that. You don't even have to hold it. Can't shoot unless the eye's red, I think. Boom. Go. Spin attack. Come on. There we go, y'all. No damage. That's how it's done. Brilliant. Amazing soundtrack too, by the way. Do I need to say that? And I'm interested to see what they do with that, because for the Link's Awakening remake, they like fully re-recorded all those tracks. I don't know if it was all live. I assume it was, but it was modernized regardless. It was awesome. So I don't know. I'm interested to see that. See what they do for that. Well done, Lieb. And he's about to die, guys. Just prepare yourself. I wonder how old this guy is. Verily. Yea, verily. Now, of course, like, he knew he was going to die anyway, so I think the theory that, like, that was just a test for Link, that's pretty accurate. Like, he knew Link, wouldst thou listen? Sure. He knew, like, he couldn't be saved. It was just to test Link's courage or something. A wicked man of the desert. Yes, let us see. Zelda games have some really freaky designs and sometimes really scary. Yeah, that's true. What are you thinking of? Do you have a particular one in mind? Because I can think of a few. I can think of a few. Ceaselessly uses his vile sorceress powers in his search for the sacred realm. Sorry, guys. I wish it was earlier, then I could have a deeper voice here. Yeah. Oh, here it is. I was like, are we about to get the full spiel? Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. We got 3 little Jolly Ranchers right here. Can I skip this? I think it's too late. I think I had to skip it before. Well, the boss you just fought, you think Goma's really scary? Oh boy, you're in for a treat then if you think that's scary. Yeah, I think N64 designs can actually be scarier than even they were meant to be because of just how unsettling and like antiquated the designs are. I mean, that was the best they could do at the time, but like I've always thought the moon in the N64 version was scarier than the 3DS version. Nehru poured her wisdom and apparently created the sky. More freaky than scary? Interesting. What is the difference? I know there is one, but I couldn't tell you. And there we go. Boom. Triforce. The end. Good game, guys. Roll credits. Oh no, we haven't seen the Ocarina yet. I forgot. But yeah, all I really have to reference, like, there's really not a super good equivalent to what they're doing with the Ocarina of Time remake. Like, it looks to be like, at least graphically, the most substantial remake we've seen. We don't know what the scope is as far as gameplay. That's another thing people are talking about. I can share my feelings on that in a second, I guess. Well, too bad. He's gonna get it, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna do it, isn't he? Sapped my power. Yep, I told you. Yep, there you go. It's basically Link's father figure. Yeah, you've got the Link's Awakening remake. I mean, that's from the ground up, certainly, but it's very much faithful. It's very faithful to it. And they redid all the music, but of course they did, because it was GameCube music, or Game Boy music. With Twilight Princess and Wind Waker and Skyward Sword HD, those, first of all, were not as substantial of remakes. Ooh, I love this. Look at that. And the gemstones all have such an interesting texture on the N64. Like, the way they had to make them like look reflective is very... It honestly looks cool, but it's very interesting. And that's what I wanted to show you guys. I actually printed out Kokiri Emerald. I'm working on all 3, but I have the Emerald, but it's downstairs. I forgot to get it. I'll show you next time. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so for those 3, it was kind of just a graphical upgrade for the most part. I don't know exactly how much work goes into it, again, because I'm not like a developer or anything. But I would assume for those, they were able to carry over a lot of the original stuff, rework some textures and stuff. As far as I know, those soundtracks are the same. They did not change that at all, because it was good enough, you know? GameCube music is already really strong. Like, it's all synth stuff, but they'd really figured their stuff out by that point. Like, it sounds really good. You could almost fool yourself into thinking that it's all orchestrated and live. And Wii was, you know, how can you improve upon Skyward Sword soundtrack? It's already fully orchestrated and live. Mido! Dropping bombs on Mido, because he's kind of mean. You know what that's from, guys? Lee, what did you do? Yes, he did. I didn't do that. I actually tried to save him. I'm sorry, though, buddy. I mean, really, like... I mean, they are eternally children, but you'd think after all this time he'd have matured a little bit. I don't know. Maybe their frontal lobes are also frozen in time. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, if you don't know, the Kokiri become the Koroks someday. These are Koroks when they were still human things. I'm not gonna open my door, you loser. So maybe this was the Korok that was hiding on top of the boat in Lurelin Village that took me 2 hours to get. Maybe. And maybe this is the Korok that wanted to find his friend, and I put him on a catapult. We'll never know. And this guy is kind enough to let us leave now. Never talk to him. Hey, y'all, keep it, come on. Keep it friendly. Oh, you're leaving. This is Saria. We'll see her again. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Lieb. You are different from me and my friends. That is true. Well, I mean, I'll be dead someday, and you presumably won't. So, you know, whatever. That's gotta, I mean, look at how sharp that mouthpiece is. That's gotta hurt to play. Yeah, it's gonna poke your tongue. This is a memento from Saria. So, you do have to equip the ocarina to a button. That's another annoyance, isn't it? They dedicated an entire, like, touchscreen button to the ocarina in the remake. Very convenient. And, of course, as soon as Link gets the Ocarina of Time, the fairy ocarina disappears into oblivion, and that's very sad. Link never was one for goodbyes. He just runs away. An IQ too high. What are you talking about? Kate, how did you do that? What are you super gluing and why? Are you using my super glue? That's expensive, you know. And here we go, guys. We're at Hyrule Field. Look at that. This would be a great point for a comparison. Oh, this hoot hoot, Lieb. This guy. Gaypora Zabora. No, what is it? Kpora Gabora, that's his name. There's too many of those names that rhyme like that. Did you get all that? And here you go, guys. They default it to no. So if you're just spamming through this, you're going to press no, and he's going to repeat the same thing like 20 times. It's brilliant. So there he goes. I don't know what he said, but I think we'll be okay. I think we're going to figure it out. This would be a great point for a comparison. So guys, this is Hyrule Field in the original. First time we see it. And let's transition in 3, 2, 1, bang. Alright, so in the final video, it's going to cut to the new one. I think that is going to be a cool idea. I'm not quite sure, but, like, it might be jarring. But, you know, if it is, then it's whatever. So here we are, guys. Again, imagine how your mind would be blown. And unless you're some crazy speedrunner, there is no way to get to the castle before nightfall, which is silly. But also forces you to, like, find out what happens at night, which is fine. And the day and nights happen so quick that it doesn't really matter. Let's get some rupees. I know we're going to need some. And there's going to be a bunch of little skeleton babies that come out of the ground. Color me stoked. Dude, the chat is blowing up here. Look at that. So, let's see what... Yeah, they're stall children, I believe is what they're called. Yeah, look how fast the moon's going. Ah, I can't look at it. Navi, what you say about that? Stall child. Don't be afraid of the stall child. Just attack it repeatedly. Thank you, Navi. Very helpful. I also do wonder, so I guess now we can talk about, like, theoretically what changes they could make to the remake. I am kind of the opinion, first of all, let me just say this, just broadly speaking. I've always been the most satisfied with any game, or really anything in general, when my expectations are as blank as possible. I think that's just a great life lesson. And conversely, I've always been the most disappointed with a game when I have a very, like, specific expectation in my mind of what it's going to be like, and then it ends up not being the case. I can think of a few examples I can mention, but I'm not saying you can't. Obviously, you gotta, like, we're not robots. We have expectations about stuff and hopes and dreams and whatnot. But I'm not, like, thinking in my head, oh, they better change this thing. They better do this. They better add a dungeon. They better change. Like, this game is good enough, like I said, that I think they could just do what they've already shown they're going to do with the graphics. Give it modern controls and all that. That's a given. Probably redo the soundtrack. And it would be stellar. Fully worth it to me. Like, incredible. I'd have no complaints. If they did choose to change stuff, you kind of... This is my first time hearing of Ocarina of Time getting a remake. Where have you been, prehistoric person? Look it up, dude. It's crazy. You gotta see it. They announced it on the E3, and honestly, if you're not a Zelda fan or a whatever the other game was that people are excited about, I'm sorry. It was either Kingdom Hearts. I think it was Kingdom Hearts, but I couldn't swear to it. And here we are on the market. All these... See, look, you can't look at this and tell me they weren't going for realism here. Like, look at this. Let's go back here. Nobody ever goes back here, but we're about to. Back alley. This is realism, guys. Of course, like, crappy realism, but it totally is. I cannot wait to see what this looks like, dude. I wonder if this guy will still be there. What's your name? Hey, wait, what did he say? See, now they actually, like, give... Usually in text boxes, they, like, label it. They tell you who's talking. All these people, you don't know what their names are unless you look at, like, a manual or something. Hey, what's wrong with loitering around? Huh, kid? Nothing, I guess. It's kind of boring. Don't you want to do something? Oh, my. See, look at... Like, this was just supposed to be a nice old lady, and she looks terrifying. That's the N64 for you. Hello. Please, with C, sell me something with C. I'm good. I'm good. So here we are, guys. And here's Malon, guys. Hey, your clothes. They're different. You're not from around here, are you? I'm not... No, he doesn't want the sea. He wants an item on the sea. I can't sell him anything. You're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malon. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. I forget the exact order of events here. I reckon we'll figure it out, though. I know you gotta wake up Talon at some point. Talon, whatever. And sneak through the courtyard sometime later. Hey, Lieb, this way. Alright, I guess we're on the right track. Careful not to get caught by the guards. No, I don't really want to hear that. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it's going too fast. Princess is another castle. Wow, Kate, you're so cool for knowing that reference. Oh, you're fight. That's what's happening. You guys are fighting for #1 chatter. Are you really that desperate? And look at this guy. The faces are also rather odd. I wonder if they'll have eyes in the remake. Yes, I did decide that, actually. I don't know if I can do anything yet, actually. I think it'll turn to night here. So I think maybe Lloyd... I hear music in the background. I don't know what's going on. Okay, is someone playing flute? Couldn't you just spam and get #1? Don't do that, guys, please. Don't make me ban you for just being a loser. Come on, Link. Surely you can climb these. Oh my goodness. Why would they put vines here if you couldn't climb? Okay, there we go. Okay, anyways. Okay, I think we can skip over it. It's not till later that we have to do the thing, you know? Shoot, y'all. Okay, I think we jump. We gotta climb up the side or something. Oh, this guy. Alright, there's a certain way you have to do this. And I don't know. Maybe up here? Shoot. Oh, we did it. Okay. Okay, now what? Gotta be smart about this. Because that guy's gonna... Oh, we can climb up here, right? I know a textured wall when I see one. Brilliant Hyrule Field theme, by the way. Oops. Okay, that is what we're supposed to... Oh, shoot. Okay, no, we can swim in the moat. And it is nightfall. So yeah, I'm imagining if I had no idea what I was doing. Then again, you know, you could always pay attention to what the owl was saying, and that would help you a little bit, I'm sure. You know, how much trouble would you have figuring out what to do? It's really tough to say again, like, there's no way for me to know unless my memory was wiped, but I'd imagine you could figure it out, you know. I'd imagine. Alright, so here's this loser. Dude, what is with it? I don't know what button I pressed to make the text do that. I think it's B or something. So we cannot wake him up yet. That is fine. I don't think I can go in there yet either. So I think we need to find Malon or something, and she's gonna give us an egg or something. Because this guy is not... It's not very cool. Let's see. Another funny story there. I think Miyamoto or somebody. I think he was designing Malon and Talon. And he... shoot, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna get caught. We'll figure it out. I think Malon should be, like, singing. Yeah, there she is. Okay, let's talk to her. She's up here. No, I don't want it to turn to day. Hello, hello. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? Yes, I found him. Yes. Okay, thank you. It's a nice thing to say. You got a weird egg. Of course we did. Set it to see it and see what happens. Let's do it, y'all. And Malon is singing Epona's song. Let's map that to there. No. Yeah, I guess now would be a good time to... And I'm not going to overwrite. I think what happened, guys, is I was trying to load a suspend point. And somehow I was trying to load my most recent one, and I instead clicked create, and I created like a save point on the title screen when nothing was happening. Like I'd not started, or that's what it was, the Forest Temple or something. And so we got a chicken here, and I'm gonna not pay this dude to open the gate. I think you can do that, but why would you do that when you could climb? Hello, Malon. I'm gonna go wake up your stupid dad. Anyway, so Miyamoto was designing Malon and Talon. And I think he just made them like two little... Not Malon and Talon, Talon and Ingo. He just made them two dudes with mustaches and overalls, and somebody on the team made fun of him. He hatched a chicken, can I eat it? No! Somebody made fun of him and said you just made them look like Mario and Luigi, and Miyamoto said screw you, and he made them look even more like Mario and Luigi. So thus, they look like Mario and Luigi. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, and I never really paid much mind to this, but like the order of the different like parts of this tune is different. Like it's not the same every time. I never really noticed that. I think they did that so that you wouldn't like get tired of it just walking around. But it's interesting. I like it. Of course, if you're walking around long enough, you're gonna hear all of it, but you know. So check this out, y'all. Again, kind of, it's not that hard. I mean, we just did it. We just figured out what to do, but also I know what to do. But like, it might be a little obtuse if you don't know. But yeah, you just wake this dude up with a rooster. Look at those mitts on him. It's craziness. Yup, I'm Talon. Now, I didn't think Talon and Ingo were brothers. I don't know if they canonically are. Maybe I'll pay extra attention this time. I'm gonna catch it. And there we go. She's really gonna let me have it. Oh no. There he goes. Swinging his arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Bum, bum. Bum. Bum, bum. So let's press these wooden crates. Classic block pushing. It's another thing King K said is, you know, they got so excited with block pushing, you know, that they could do it, that they did it way too much. They were excited about the physics of it. Can't prove that that's true or not, but it is funny because there is a lot of block pushing. And he talks about how that's not a good puzzle, and his reason for that is that you've basically solved the puzzle like long before you actually complete it, meaning that shoot, I didn't do that right. Meaning that like you see the solution right, but then it still takes you a long time to actually do it because it takes you time to like press the blocks. He thinks a good puzzle is one that you are actively solving the entire time, like right up until the end. I can't say I disagree with that. I think it's a reasonable stance. Yeah, I don't love block pushing puzzles either, but they're not a common enough occurrence for me to have ever like really cared that much. Oh shoot. But especially since, like I said, I'm kind of dumb, and sometimes I wouldn't like immediately figure it out anyways. What in the heck? Am I supposed to get in a barrel? Or just... Okay. Really interesting thing there. I don't remember the angle being like that. Okay, can't go through there. What is going on, dude? That's crazy. Okay, let's try that again. Luckily, don't lose hearts for that. The song makes me think of Corey Kenshin because he uses the song. What song? This one? It's a good song. Can I get in a barrel? No. Dude, where am I going from here? I thought I tried to use the door. It didn't work. Shoot. What? Am I not seeing the whole screen right now? Dude, seriously? Oh my. What? Y'all, am I stupid? I mean, yes, that's an affirmative. I kind of don't know if I finished my thought from earlier. So, yeah, I would be happy if... Okay, I just need to focus on this for a second. Because I'm not about to already look something up. What in tarnation, guys? What is happening? For real. I'm going to wait till it's daytime. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but... This item doesn't do very much. Is that in your inventory forever? No, you trade it. You can trade it. That's the whole Bigoron sword thing. I love this game. Me too. It's a great game. It really is. And I'm having trouble right this second, but pay no mind to that. So, again, I don't know if they did change stuff. Like what would be on the cutting board first, or what would they add? You know, because you don't really play this game and think, this is really, you know, there's a lot missing here. You know. Okay, do I get into a barrel? I know, you know, some people talk about like how there was supposed to be a light temple or something, which could be true. Oh my gosh. But again, there's not anything glaring that's like, I think that's missing from the game. I mean, look, if the risk or the thing about it, if they decide to go the route of like really reimagining things and actually substantially changing things from a gameplay perspective, story, whatever, you run into... Oh my gosh, that is what it is, guys. That's stupid. It's supposed to be during the day. I guess because they don't want you to like meet Zelda during the night. That makes sense, but it's really annoying. Look at that water. So what was I saying? What was I saying? Basically, the risk you run is that, look, this game is really solid. If they were to just do a one-to-one with new graphics, can't go wrong. It's going to be good no matter what. Okay, do you want the rupees or do you want to just... I don't think we need the rupees. I think we're just going to walk across. Don't need the rupees. I'm not that desperate. Ugh. Oh, shoot. So that would be the safest option, and I would be more than happy about that. No, I'm not. Kate. I would be more than happy with that. That's the safer option. The flip side of it is that they could try to add a bunch of stuff or change a bunch of stuff, and it could be awesome, but it also could be worse from a gameplay perspective. I mean, look, graphically, controls guaranteed to be better. I don't see any alternative to that. It's just me personally. But again, if it ain't broke, you know, I don't know. That's kind of my perspective on that. Again, I'm open-minded. I don't have my heart set on anything in particular. And I think that's the safest mindset going in, you know. But, you know, you can feel however you want about it. I know some people are like really, again, making all these posts like imagining all the things they're going to add. And I'm like, guys, just be careful. Because who knows, man. Like, you can't just get your heart set on that. Because then if it doesn't happen, if it's just a really faithful remake, which would still be awesome, then you're going to be upset for no reason. And here we are, guys. Castle Courtyard. We made it. Hello, Zelda. Terrible security around here, I gotta say. Surely, you could have a stationary guard right outside your door that does not walk in a circle, and that would be pretty foolproof right there. Oh? Yes, indeed. Zelda's Lullaby is probably perfect. I gotta say, it's a perfect song. It's indestructible. I have it. It gets you every time, you know. No matter how they decide to like arrange it, it's such an easy motif to sneak into things, and it's awesome. They snuck it into the Light Dragon theme. They snuck it into Sheik's theme, and that blew my mind. I just discovered that. I'll show you when we get there. At least I think they did. It's in there. I don't know if it was on purpose or not. Has to be, right? Yes, indeed. My name is Zelda. Yeah, realistically, Link would have no idea, you know. He wouldn't know what he's doing. He wouldn't know Zelda at all. I mean, maybe from the dream, you know. Okay. We gotta listen to another story. Darunia dancing. We'll get there. Oh, wrong note. Yeah. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. Somebody with a righteous heart makes a wish. It will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. Yep. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. Yeah, I guess they tell you quite a bit of this stuff. It kind of, my 11-year-old brain just kind of glossed over all of it. But they do tell you quite a bit. That's right. Okay. Yeah, so guys, y'all ever play the Twilight Princess? I did play the Twilight Princess. I have several times actually. It's really good. It's currently number 4 on my list, but could be number 3. It's it's a weird tie situation depending on how I'm feeling. That's the crazy thing about Zelda is that, like, truly, I mean, yes, I understand. I made the joke at the end of my video, but it's kind of true. Like, my favorite Zelda game is the one that I'm playing right now, because it's like, I'll play one, and it'll be great, and then I'm like, this is my favorite. This is really good. I'll play the next one. I'm like, actually, this one's better. And I play the next one. And yes, I think Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, like, do stand above the rest of them consistently. I think my list is pretty sound for the most part, but again, a lot of wiggle room there, and I do think the remake might have to push Ocarina up a few ticks, not gonna lie. There he is, guys. Look at him. He's all weird. Ugh. Yes. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning. You sure about that? It's bold of them to show a close-up of the flowers when they look like that. Those irises, I guess we'll know in the remake. Ganondorf looks like Shrek with armor. I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I can't. Totally different build, different color. I don't see any weird plunger ears. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh, even closer up. Dude, we were inside that. Yes, it is fortunate that a 10-year-old boy has stumbled along. Boom. Dude, the Hero of Time is so awesome. I mean, come on. Like, again, one of the most important links in the timeline. I would say arguably Skyward Sword Link is, like, I mean, he might be the most important. He's very important. They're all pretty important. But this guy, man, the legacy of this guy is crazy. It's so sad, you know? Alright, so we've got this Zelda letter or something. So what are we supposed to do with that? Take it to the guy in Kakariko, I think. Hey, sorry, let me... Oh, we can't chop down the flowers. That's a bummer. Hello, Impa. Impa of the Sheikas. I think Sheikah is now considered, the plural is just Sheikah. It's not Sheikas, because I've never seen that word with an S until now. Okay, let's learn our first song, guys. I haven't even equipped the ocarina yet. Alright, and here we go. Like I said, guys, perfect melody. I'm calling BS on that. No way you can whistle like that with your hand. Okay, so we have to actually do it with the C stick. Cue a musical number. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody can whistle like that with their hand. They just did that to show that she was whistling, since they can't really animate lips very well. And here we are, guys, back in Hyrule Field. We're making pretty good progress here, I think. About as quick as you can. It's not true if you're a speedrunner, you know, but Just normal, leisurely play. Not really wasting any time here. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. Ugh. Wow, very cool. They were probably really proud of that effect. You can mimic any instrument via whistling. Sure, with varying degrees of accuracy. I'll give it to you. Let's hear a snare drum impression while whistling. Bum, 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 bum. Let's hear piano. Oh yeah, there you go. You beat me to it. Some people can whistle multiple notes somehow. And here we go, guys. Beautiful theme. I'm actually working on a cover of this theme. Even outside of the medley, it'll be a standalone thing. I made it in the key of G instead of B flat. Look at this dude. Skipping leg day. What a shame. Yeah, it's creepy how his mouth moves in this one. Oh, come on. Well, that is true actually. They're just running around doing nothing. I'll give it to you. But you're not doing much either, are you? So, you know, can't say much. Bro, these NPCs are weird as heck. Well, yeah, again, like, they did all they could, but that's true. I do wonder if they're gonna, how much of that they're gonna keep. And I would love to help this lady find her chickens, but I'm afraid I don't have it in me right now. You know, we'll find one. How about that? Maybe two. Maybe two. And then maybe while we're at it, we'll find them. We'll find them all. There's one. I know there's one in a really dumb place, and if it takes me too long to find it, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, can I even get up there? I don't know if I can actually get that one. Unless I fly from somewhere else. Do I really want to do that? I'll get some footage of me trying just to say we did it, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Because I think you might get a bottle, and I actually think to get the Goron sword, you do need to do it. Maybe, I don't know, actually. Because I think maybe every time you come to the village, they're gone again. Might be one of those, but... And you know what? Can we go and talk to the windmill guy? Forget. Huh? Yeah, see, that's the thing, is if they do change the NPCs in the remake, I don't know, it wouldn't really feel like Ocarina anymore. It's part of the goofiness and weirdness of it, you know? I'm a music, can I actually learn it already? That would be crazy. Let me see. Don't need that, surely. No. No, actually, you have to learn it in the future, and then you come back to teach it to him in the past. That's the whole thing, right? Okay, so we can't do it yet. Okay, I don't know if I really want to fool with this, guys. I know there's one, like, all the way back here. So maybe I'll use that one to fly over to the other one. Come here. Okay, we got a new person. A Tolinosis. I apologize for that. Oh, I thought that was another one for a second. She's watching me like torment her chickens right now. It's fine though. You gotta do what you gotta do. How many are there? I don't remember. And there we go. So we got that one. We got that one. Navi, shut up, okay? I'm trying to be a good Samaritan right now. Bam. I wonder how they're gonna handle Navi. I think I already said that, but boy. Cool game. I love Guitar Hero. Yeah. I mean, pretty similar to Ocarina of Time, all things considered. They both have graphics. Actually, I might need this one to get another one. Maybe. Is there one on a roof, or am I just making that up? I think there might just be. Shoot. I don't know if I can get over there, y'all. No. I probably have to go through a house to get that one. Is it really worth it? Okay, how many more? Wait, what? Other 4? Okay, I don't know about that. Miss. Does she have a name, or is it just... I've only ever heard her referred to as, like, the Kuko lady. She definitely has a name in Majora's Mask, but... And that's what I played first, so she will always be Anju to me, but... I don't know if she officially has a name. Yeah, actually, she actually does say that. They really had to cover all their bases with this game. I hope that there is not voice acting, I gotta say. They might try to do it, and that'll be fine, honestly, but I don't know if it needs it. I don't think it needs it. So we're gonna not do the chickens right now. I can do it later, maybe. Certainly I want to get the Begoron sword, so maybe I'll do that. Well, I have a letter. This is surely Zelda. Zelda Games 852. If you want a hint, you can let me know. No way. It's like a real life, oh, with the cuckoos. Nah, you know, I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna skip it for now. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good idea. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson voicing Darunia? I don't think so. I'd probably get, like, who would you want for that? Will Arnett? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, he could be like, the guy who voiced, what's his name? The guy who, Jeff Bridges. Could be Jeff Bridges. I'm hearing Obadiah's, voice in the giant robot. Yo, quiet. Okay, yes, I'll get that for you. I'll get you the Keaton mask. My little boy pesters me for it. I gotcha. I gotcha. Wow, pretty sad. Okay, so I will do that at some point, but for now, we're going to... Oh, I do need the Hylian Shield. So, did he already say he would give me a discount? Because it's like 80 rupees, isn't it? Or do we have to get him the freaking mask first before he does that? Zelda Games, give me a hint. Do I have to get him the mask before he gives me the discount? Did he already say he would give me the discount? I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad. We got 5 coconut viewers. That's pretty awesome. I honestly wasn't expecting very many people to be interested in me watching me play such an old game, but I'm tickled. Just you wait till the remake. It'll be so much fun. Dude, get out. Tech tights. Goodbye. Guys, here's our first Goron. Ooh, I wonder if they give all of them names. You have excellent commentary. Well, thank you. That's awesome. I think I'm just yapping, but... The Discord works. What are you talking about? It will read 80 rupees, but you don't pay the full price. Oh, okay, a discount, I think is what you meant. Thank you. So I will get that at some point. But while we're here, you know, let's talk to these guys, I guess. Because I think we can maybe... Oh, well, we have to go back to Saria anyway, don't we? Jeez. I think there's a shortcut. I don't remember... don't remember how to find it. I don't actually know if I ever used it. But I know you can get a shortcut to the Lost Woods. So you don't have to trek all the way back there. But we will have to do that eventually. It might need to be daytime. I don't know. No! I mean, yeah. And if worst comes to worst, maybe I can get enough rupees by that point anyways. But I'd rather not do that. Really? All hearts? Dude, what a waste. I don't even have that many. Oh my... Jeez. I thought some of those would be rupees. Alright, well, we're all hearted out. I sense a gold skeleton nearby. I don't know where it is. Okay, guys, we do have to unlock that, right? So I think we gotta light some torches. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. Yeah, they're giving us Deku sticks. That's gotta be a good sign, right? Don't need the letter anymore. Quit asking me to save. This will be really exciting to see in the remake. I thought there was a fire somewhere. What's up, bro? What you know? What you know good? And you're asleep? Hey, oh, I'm so hungry. Well, I'm sorry, dude. I got business to do. Surely you could find some more rocks. Okay, please. Oh, right. So they're just really, I mean, it's self-inflicted, I think, their struggles. Alright, somebody light a torch for me or something. Unless I have to play Zelda's Lullaby or something. The Sheik and Kakariko village scene before the Shadow Temple will be interesting. Oh, yeah, it'll be... Yeah. I'm excited for that. Bruh. Big brother. This... Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, this surely was written... Or, this game was made after 1984, that's for sure. Oh, maybe this guy will light it for us. What? What did you say? Oh, okay, so we do play it, I think. Wow, I'm surprised I got that. Me, me, me. Wait, what? You're standing on a soft carpet. Oh, thank you for that. And here we are, guys. What do you think this room's gonna look like? 3, 2, 1, bang. Wow. And we're back. You think there's gonna be the same deal here with these random pots on the wall? And what's up, brother? How's it going? What the heck? What the heck? Exclamation mark. I expected their messenger had arrived. You're just a little kid. Oh, come on, get with it. Why you got two little... Why you got a colon on your cheek? I wonder if we'll have that in the remake. How many times am I going to say that? What did you just say? He wants to dance, doesn't he? So this is another obtuse thing, because why would your mind immediately think, let me go back to where I just left. Let me go talk to Saria. Surely that's what I need to do. And I know Navi will eventually tell you to do that. But that's odd, you know. Why would you do that? Enough about Big Brother. Okay. Big Brother loves to dance. Okay, so they're telling you, alright, yeah. So, oh, wait, did he just tell me something? Because, okay, I might have been yapping about nothing. Okay, well, can you help me out with that? I can't light anything. Big Brother used to always listen to the music that comes from the forest. Okay. Okay, so, you know, if you talk to people... Imagine a 9-year-old figuring that out by themselves. Yeah, okay. So, I agree. You gotta talk to people, and then they'll lead you on the right path. But, again, how many people are actually gonna do that? I don't know. So you could say, oh, it's your fault, whatever. I don't know. Is somebody gonna light a goldarn torch for me or not? I can't think about it. I think maybe that doesn't happen until we go back to Saria. All the lights in the city have gone out. Yeah, well, I understand that. Oh, gosh, I'm an idiot, aren't I? Thank you, Mr. Goron. There's fire in here. See, nobody had to tell me that. I figured it out all by myself by talking to people, and somebody told me. Let's light that up. Light that up. Light it up. Come on. There we go, y'all. Can I light this? Oh, we did it. Sweet. Oh, this is not what I wanted. I thought I was about to get to the Lost Woods or something. Alright, so I gotta hurry here before my Deku stick burns up. I think there's more torches to light, folks. Oh, come on. Already burned up. No, I gotta light these. You can roll with a stick, can't you? No, put it away, bro. So guys, anyone in the chat have a favorite dungeon from Zelda in general, but specifically this game? Because I've got one, and you might not like it. I'll tell you what it is in just a second. Dude, what? Okay, let's put it away. I think it maybe depletes it from your inventory like as soon as you take it out. Or maybe when it burns up. Alright, this is the shortcut. I knew it. I knew there was one. No, freaking dingus. Because honestly, I think this game, like, has some really solid dungeons. I was thinking about this the other day, like, what would I consider a bad dungeon in a Zelda game? And I think it really speaks to how strong Zelda games are that I can't think of one. Skyward Sword Ancient Cistern is a strong contender for sure. Excuse me. Okay, so they do expect you to use this shortcut. That's pretty cool. Hoot, 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 hoot. Yeah, sure, actually. Dude, okay. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the Sacred Forest Meadow. Okay, so we do have to go there. Dude, okay, shut up. Yeah, I think, again, it's kind of silly to compare the Divine Beasts to really traditional dungeons, even though that is like the stand-in for dungeons. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, you listen for the music in this phase, so whichever side has louder music. Okay, so that music went away, so it's this side here. And that one... this one, and you will eventually find your way. Don't know if it's that one. The Twilight Princess Forest Temple is so aesthetic and calming. I love it. Twilight Princess, I think, might take the cake for just the best dungeons overall. Most solid lineup. There's a lot of them as well, which helps. Really good. Is that it? Or is it... Not, definitely not that. Helps to have headphones in, actually. Okay, so it's the other one. That's another thing that, like, I'd be really surprised if a bunch of little kids figured that out on their own. That you're supposed to follow the music. It's subtle enough. Unless the owl tells you that, too. Like, but kids are not going to listen to that. They're just going to spam through it. But, so then, yeah, maybe it's their own fault, but whatever. Yeah, I can't wait for the remake either. But, I was thinking about, like, I don't think there's... If we're talking about the Divine Beasts, if we include those as dungeons, then yes, I think those are by far the weakest dungeons. I think particularly probably Meadow is, like, my least favorite just because of how just nosebleed easy it is. Like, literally you can get through all those dungeons in, like, 20 minutes. Except Naboris, I think, is the best one. Isn't saying much, but that one is definitely, like, notably harder and more complex. None of them are very good. That's, like, by far the weakest part of Breath of the Wild to me. And the bosses. It's my second favorite Zelda game of all time, but the dungeons kind of suck. Other than that, though, I cannot think of a Zelda dungeon that's just bad. And King K talks about this a lot, and I kind of want to get into that. This game has a very consistently good lineup of dungeons. None of them are bad. I'm comfortable saying that. I think there's definitely stronger ones and weaker ones. But again, even then, there's like so many different... With Meadow, you don't even need to get the map. I mean, you don't even... Dude, it's so freaking easy. I would say... what was I saying? Here we are, guys. That wasn't too bad, but it gets worse in the adult era. There's a bunch of moblins. It is cool. They show you this area, you know, right at the start, and then it's a while before you actually get to fully explore it, you know. I've been waiting for you. It's my secret place. What? What? Okay, I'll do it. Sorry. Yes, let's do it. Yes, thank you. I will do it now. There's so many different metrics that you can judge a dungeon by. So again, I even hesitate to say that any of them are weaker necessarily. They just maybe don't... Their strengths are not necessarily what I like the most in a dungeon. Or maybe it's just different, you know? Find the Tears of the Kingdom Water Temple kind of boring. The thing about the Tears of the Kingdom dungeons is, I think mechanically speaking, they have most of the same problems as the Divine Beasts. I think what really saves them is they're vastly different aesthetic. They all look very different. And like the way you explore each one is different. They are bigger than the Divine Beasts, and the build-up is so good for each one. And again, like, I'm kind of... Sometimes I can be shallow when it comes to, like, stuff, you know? Like, if it looks really cool, I'm gonna like it. And I think the Water Temple really, really looks good in Tears of the Kingdom. And I love playing around with the anti-gravity stuff. So that alone, I think, elevates it. Mechanically, yeah, it's really easy. It's all, like, you cannot possibly get lost. So here it is, guys. My favorite dungeon. Okay, let's listen to this. Freaking... Yes, I did. Thank you. There's maybe some other mysterious songs like this that you can learn in Hyrule. If you hold the ocarina, a musical staff will appear. No, I think that was great. Yeah, Dead Hand and Redeads, I'm stoked to see them, dude. It's gonna be awesome. My favorite dungeon in this game is the Water Temple. And I've said it. It's true. It's really good. And I know, I understand why it's infamous. And here we are. Can I actually get back to Death Mountain? Shoot. I want to take that shortcut again. I think I am lost. That's why you called the Lost Woods, because you get lost. Unless it's right here, that would be awesome. Well, would you look at that? We're back. That was awesome. So imagine taking that long trek, which I'm sure is what I did the first time I played this. We did it. I think the complexity of the Water Temple is really brilliant. The music is awesome. Outside of the Iron Boots thing, it's really not that bad. And the Iron Boots thing is really only an issue in the original, so I presume the remake will take care of that, as the 3DS version did, and it's just beautiful, man. King K talks about, okay, let me just focus on this real quick. Nope, sorry. There it is. And let's look at this guy. They had a lot of fun animating this, I'm sure. What are those? Are there supposed to be like cheek highlights there? They look very strange. Now, all it took was a little music, man. It'll change your life. It's interesting, you know? I mean, I feel like this might be an example where they were planning something else for the story and then they kind of shoehorn this thing, because why? It doesn't really make that much sense. Why is Saria's song... Why is that the use for it? You know, the immediate use for it is to make a Goron dance. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, but it's fine. We'll go with it. So, what he talks about, King K, in his retrospective, he really likes the Water Temple. He really likes the Great Bay Temple. He likes these complex dungeons. I get it. I really like them too. And so he kind of, again, I don't know if he still agrees with these opinions anymore. These videos are you know, a bit older, probably like 10 years old. He talks about the Shadow Temple, for instance, is not a great dungeon because of how linear it is. And hey, we got the Goron bracelet. So let's, we don't have to equip that. We're already wearing it. Look at that. It's pretty cool. So now we can pick up bomb flowers. I reckon. Can we pluck them off the wall? I don't think so. Don't have the bomb bag yet. That's coming later. Because, you know, there's no way to really get lost in the Shadow Temple. You get a key, and right around the corner is a door that you unlock with the key. And the Water Temple is different because, like, you get so many darn keys, and there's so many paths to go. And really, there's only one way forward. But it's very overwhelming, and again, that's why a lot of people hate it. I really like that feeling. I love when a dungeon just makes you feel completely lost and you have to slowly find your way through it. Don't like a big neon arrow sign telling me where to go. But I don't think that necessarily makes the Shadow Temple bad, because I think it has different strengths. I think the Shadow Temple is really cool and it's really scary. And it does that very well. Okay, so we have to get... I don't know if it's right now that we have to get the bomb into that thing. I don't think we need to. And where do we even get the bomb? Is it on this level? Is it... I think it would have to be down here, right? There's no other great... Oh, there's one right here. Okay. Let's play some bombsketball. Oh, this is not going to work. Is there another one on this level? I didn't really look, did I? They blow up pretty fast. don't think I can reach with that one. I think I might need a bomb bag for this, but I'm not positive. Yeah, so I think it just has a different strength. Can I reach it with this one? Maybe. Shoot, I'm not right now. It's kind of stupid. Okay, maybe if I'm not. If I just do it better. Oh, shoot. Crap. Okay. Well, don't do it like that. I don't even know what this gets you. I don't remember. Yeah, and so it's, you know, the fire temple's kind of similar. It's more difficult to get lost. I'll still find a way, I'm sure, but yeah, and I think Majora's Mask, most of those dungeons do kind of capture that same feeling of kind of being lost and slowly figuring out the way forward, which is very cool. That's how I feel about like the Lightning Temple in Tears of the Kingdom, because you have this big central room and there's a bunch of different places to go. Again, like mechanically, it's still pretty straightforward. You know, you got to get all the terminals, whatever. Not a great progression style, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, we got it. Nice. So yeah, I would say I agree. Ancient Cistern is one of my favorites in general. Arbiter's Grounds, City in the Sky. What did that do for us? Anything? It's just spinning again. What did that do anything? I just waste my time. I thought I already lit them all. I didn't. Yeah. So those are my big time favorites. I've kind of talked about that a lot before. I guess unless anyone wants to oh, Arbiter's Grounds is awesome. Yeah, it's really good. Did I miss a torch or two? I don't know, but I think we can be done here. We're gonna because I know we need the Hylian shield eventually. So I reckon might as well grab that now. And forgive me if there's an easier way to get over there, but I'm just gonna go this way. We do need that right now, right? Pretty sure. Ooh. I think we need to go up to the Death Mountain place. But regardless, I think we're going to be happy to have the Hylian shield. So that's what we're going to do. And I have 80 rupees, so even if that discount didn't work, still be good to go, right? We can stun him, right? Stun him. Oh, or just kill him, that works. Yeah, unless anyone has another topic about Zelda, let me talk about something else that I've been playing. It's actually been a minute since I played it. But I recently started getting into the Metroid series. And it started, I started right at the top with original Metroid on the NES. That game is tough to get into. I can't, again, it's one of those things, people can say what they want, but I don't think the original Metroid is aged well at all. I would even say in a lot of ways Super Metroid hasn't aged well, because I'll just go and say I did not beat either of those. I don't even think I got that close. I did not get it anywhere near. And I didn't have it in me. I mean, I could have looked up a guide for all of it, and I did not think it was worth my time. And I had it in my head. I've been into the Luigi's Mansion. Those are great too. I can talk about that later, I guess. People were hoping they would announce like Luigi's Mansion 4 in E3, and that didn't happen. So I don't know. I don't know why. Like, people are just making that up, or if there's any sign of that, but whatever. And here we go. Let's go in. And this is Sakon, or whatever his name is in this game. He's freaking stupid. Not that one. I think it's this one. Could be wrong. No, this is the weird dude. And this happy mat. Actually, might as well do that. Actually, I need the shield. Let's get that first. First things first. Oh, there's more rupees up here. Actually, if you didn't know that, you can come up here. It's not that much. I think you can actually go into a shop, come back out, and go up there again, and there's 5 more rupees. So if you, I think I remember doing that at some point if you don't have enough. Maybe it is this guy. Fix the couple dancing. I don't have time for that right now. What's up, man? Yeah, let's take it. But I don't want it to be 80. You heard about us from the guard. Yeah, and how much did that cost me? Okay, it cost 40. That's fair enough, I guess. Let's go ahead and get that. Boom. And unfortunately, Link is young Link is not Child Link, I think is his official name in this game. He's not strong enough to hold it with his arm, so it stays on his back like a little turtle shell. Very cute. I saw some people complaining, and I gotta say this one I kind of agree with. The Hylian shield design on the logo for the remake is not the same. Because there's a slight difference in this one, and then like the updated one. Twilight Princess's looks really different, and then Skyward Sword Onward is kind of stayed the same. There's no little yellow triangle at the bottom like you see right there. And the Triforce is much bigger on this one, and the red bird symbol is a lot smaller. And of course, this is really polygonal, but you can look at like what the remake looks like. It's a different Hylian shield design, and yeah, I gotta say I don't know why they would change that. I think this one looks cool. I mean, they're both fine. It's the same shield, I guess, but I don't know. I would have preferred it to be the same design as it was in the original, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. But yeah, so I initially had the idea that I was going to stream all the Metroid games, and I'm glad I didn't do that, because my first night like playing Metroid on the NES was like just kind of demoralizing, because I got nowhere in like 2 hours. And again, like, I know some people love it. They love even the original, and Super Metroid is like considered to be the best one still by a lot of people. It's like kind of a Link to the Past situation, I think, where some people are just determined to make that the best one. I'm not trying to invalidate that opinion. I'm just saying that's like, all right. Ah, crap! I didn't go to the Happy Mask shop. Okay, we'll do it. Navi, okay, I get it. So I didn't do it. I got maybe like 5 hours into Metroid. I got to like the second boss, and I kind of threw in the towel. It's like I've had my fill. I know what it's all about. Done my time. Same deal with Super Metroid. I definitely immediately saw the evolution, and I understood why people love Super Metroid. It's a lot better than the original, but still, it did not have it. I was not able to make myself get very far in it. And then I jumped straight to Metroid Prime, I believe. No, I'm wrong. I played Dread. I played Metroid Dread. That one is really good. It's really, really good, and it's very different in a lot of ways. It's very difficult, and I feel like a lot of parts I did die a lot. But the difference there, I feel... Oh, hello there. This guy. We know this guy very well. Alright. I'm not interested in fine print. Just let me sign. Where do I sign? Give me that. Bro, okay. Thank you. Yes. So this is like the first ever pyramid scheme, I guess. Although not really. I mean, it's not like we're trying to sell 6 more masks or have somebody else. Okay, give me that. very interesting, yeah, like interesting sort of segue into Majora's Mask. That's not the right word I'm looking for, but like a yeah, like playing around with it here to go full blown, you know, Mask Town and Majora's Mask, whatever. I know. I think they wanted to do a lot more with that feature in this game, have you make like custom masks. So that could be something, like maybe all these cut features that they've talked about over the years will end up in the remake. That would be less surprising to me, I think, than just them adding some random crazy new story element or new dungeon. Would be like if they added just a little feature here and there, like almost like the custom dungeon maker in Link's Awakening remake, where it's like not really groundbreaking, but it's a cool little extra thing. You know, that would be what I think is the most likely. So I moved to Dread, and I think the difference with Metroid Dread to me is that the difficulty feels more fair, like, because it never feels like it's just an artifact of the game's controls. Again, like, people can say skill issue all day long, sure. I mean, some people can beat Metroid and Super Metroid, I get that, and I can't. At least I didn't, and it would take me a long time to do that, even with save states. But, look, I think it would be silly to deny that, like, a lot of the difficulty of those games just comes from, like, the limitations of the technology at the time, how they had to do it. And in Dread, it feels very much like there's a way. This is not my first playthrough. No, I've played this game. Honestly, I wish I knew exactly how many times. I played the 3DS version. I would say at least 4 times. I would guess. And I've played through most of the original, what you're seeing right now. So no, I mean, that would be remarkable if I was getting through it this efficiently if it was my first time. Yeah, so yeah, Dread was very difficult, but it felt a lot more fair. Like, it felt like every time you died, it was like, okay, I know I did something wrong here. It's really tough and very, like, unforgiving, which did get frustrating sometimes, but again, it never felt rigged, I guess is the real way to say it. Which I was very grateful for. So I beat that and I really liked it, but even so, here's the thing. Metroid is all about, like, optimizing, like, they're very speedrun friendly, because they give you, like, your time of completion, and based on how quickly you beat the game, you get all these extra bonuses at the end. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to go to the ferry. Oh, maybe I don't have to do that yet. Okay. So I just did all that for nothing. That's fine. But I still need to get the bomb flower. Don't do it. And so, like, people that really love Metroid, they will play through it over and over to, like, optimize their playthrough. And after I beat Dread, I was, like, kind of exhausted from it. I was like, dude, if I ever want to play this again, it'll be years. Whereas, like, when I beat a Zelda game or a Mario game, like, I don't immediately play through it again, obviously, but just because I don't really have the time for that, and I kind of just have to, like, take a break from it. I don't want to, like, overdo it, get tired of it. But, like, I'll beat Twilight Princess and be like, man, I feel like I could play that again. With Metroid, I was like, this was fun, but oh, look, you can see Kakariko Village. I never noticed that. I think that's what that is. That's really cool. I bet that's going to be in the remake. Yeah, so I was like, how do people play this and then immediately want to play it again? I don't know. It blew my mind. But hey, it is what it is. And so beat Dread wasn't spectacular time or anything, and I did look some stuff up. Then I went to Metroid Prime Remastered, because I got on this kick and I bought Dread, Prime Remastered, and Prime 4 all at the same time, and I was like, I have to earn Prime 4. I was really excited to try that, so I got through Dread, Prime Remastered. I really liked Metroid Prime. Again, similar thing where it's like I beat it and I'm like, that's it, like I'm done. It'll be years before I want to go through that again. Thank you for that, Navi. Really appreciate it. Oh boy, can't wait to see what this lava is gonna look like, because that's it's about as antiquated as it gets. So we got Beamos here. I do not want to deal with you. Just throw one bomb at their head and they'll be done. We got 2 viewers here. Who are you? Show yourself. No, throw it, dude. Okay, there we go. Ouch! Don't do that. Oh, that's a business dude, and I can't block him with this. Shoot, dude. It's gonna be annoying. Whatever. Yeah. Really liked Metroid Prime, and I actually, to this day, I've not yet beaten Prime 4. I don't know how much is left. I'm a good way through, just time-wise. I've been playing it a while, but for reference, I've just gotten, and it's been a few months since I played it. Shoot. I just got the electric, like, module for the blaster. I just had that added on, so I don't know like how much left there is. I'm sure I'll go back and beat that eventually, but I don't know. I mean, I got really busy because I started a new job around that time when I stopped playing. Just haven't really, and with Tomodachi Life and stuff, I'm playing that a lot, so haven't had time to go back to that. I'm sure I will at some point, but again, it's like, it looks gorgeous, it runs really smoothly, it controls great, but I do understand why people love the original Metroid Prime, like, most of all in the trilogy, and now there's 4 of them, I don't know what you call that. For me, even so far, just what I've played so far, it just kind of sticks in your mind more. It's really good, and it's interesting because I've kind of discovered that, I mean, I like them. I do like the games, but I guess the best way to put it is just like I might not be as much of a Metroid guy as some people are, and certainly not as much as like I am Zelda or Mario fan, or even Pokemon. Like, even Pokemon, I'm not really up to date with that at all. I played a few of them and really liked it. Not really interested in keeping up with that. Like, my sister really is into it. Got some relatives that really play all the latest games, put a lot of hours into it. I really like, the world of Pokemon and learning about them, but I'm not as much of an RPG person. I really only like Pokemon because of the creatures themselves, and because as far as RPGs go, it's fairly straightforward. You can get in the weeds, but you don't really have to. You just find what you like and roll with it. But really, what I like most is these clearly the Zelda style of games, Mario, platformer, adventure, RPG type thing. Okay, shoot, so we gotta get this guy, I bet. It's Armos. Some of these are gonna come alive, I don't know which ones. Yeah, and so just the style of Metroid, the Metroidvania genre, it doesn't speak to me as much. I feel like my time is too valuable for me to spend 3 hours backtracking when it should have taken, 30 minutes. I get the appeal to it, I really do, but I don't have very much patience for it, sadly. Maybe that says more about me, but I'm just like, man, like, I'm not obtuse enough to just call it padding like I know some people do. It's like, there's obviously more to it than that. I think the the way that the games are structured are really actually brilliant. How they handle the backtracking. It's just, I don't... Oh, here we go. We got Lizalfos. And actually, it is good that we have the Hylian shield now. Just look at that. Spam that spin attack. So this is a classic example of, like, artwork versus what they actually look like in the game. Because look at these little dudes. These are like children's toys. The Lizalfos design has changed so much. Like, I mean, Breath of the Wild really kind of made all of them look a lot more animalian than, like, humanoid, like they do sometimes. Because, you know, they've had a lot of different designs over the years. I would say Skyward Sword is kind of similar to this. Shoot, man. Where they're, like, bipedal and stuff. I'm closer, too close for comfort to dying, which I don't love. They're cold-blooded, you see? It's blue. I wonder if it was originally red. I know that some other funny things of, like, the original version of Ocarina of Time had a few changes to it. Or I should say they made a few changes from the original. One of them was that in the original, you'd fight Ganondorf. Like, I think... especially, well, Beast Ganon for sure, but even, like, Ganondorf, you fight him, and then, like, towards the end, he, like when he's talking about how ridiculous it is that you defeated him, he, like, coughs up actual blood in the original version. It's, like, obviously not very realistic, but even that was, like, too much for them to, like... I guess they either got backlash for it, probably not, or they just anticipated it. And so in all future versions, it's green, which is just really weird. It's like he's vomiting slime or something. But they made his blood green. And Beast Ganon as well. Shoot. Like when you do the final slash or whatever, a bunch of green comes out. And it's like, that was red in the very original one. And of course the Fire Temple music thing, that's a really... fun Easter egg. Not really Easter egg, but, you know. So I got one viewer there, lingering there. Wonder who it is. Do we have to light this? I bet we do. I kind of wanted to finish these guys off, but I was kind of playing it safe by using bombs and stuff, but you can also just do that. Oh, shoot. Okay. Come on. Bruh. Okay, didn't get it. Here we go. Got it. And they're gonna blow up. Oh, there's a third one? Whatever. Good rupees in there. What happened to my sticks? Oops. Dude, that's crazy. They make you save every time. They don't make you, but I guess they really didn't want anyone to lose their data. Don't. Okay. Go and put that away. Okay, we got this switch. I think these young Link, I keep saying that, Child Link dungeons are really brilliant. You know, like it's a great way to like get acclimated with a 3D space, teach you some like simple mechanics, just sort of warm you up to the whole thing before you're like jumping into it with Adult Link. Because yeah, I mean these are very simple, but yeah, I mean really solid. Considering this is the first 3D Zelda, it does blow my mind. I have to remind myself of that. And there we go. It's another thing I wonder how long it took people to realize. It's pretty obvious to me, but then again, I've done it a bunch of times. I mean, it does speak to just how iconic this game is. That like my Zelda movie that I made in 2015, which is terrible by the way, but and at that point it's worth noting I'd only really played Twilight Princess, some of Twilight Princess, and there's a gold skulltula, Link Between Worlds and Ocarina of Time, and I guess I would have had to play Majora's Mask at that time because I played that one second. So I'd played Link Between Worlds, Majora's Mask, some of Twilight Princess, and Ocarina of Time. And like my movie is not really, I mean, it's generous to say that it's based on any one Zelda game because it's so just, it's really not. But if you had to pick one, it is most closely related to Ocarina. Like there's little references to the other ones, like the swordsman, his name is Russell, like in Twilight Princess, and then I had the pendants instead of the spiritual stones, but I think that's just because they were easier for me to make, like prop-wise. So that's, I think, why I did that. Okay, some of these are alive. It's you. Shoot, that's creepy. I think I can blow them up. I'm not quite sure, though. Or I can... No, yeah, I think you have to blow them up. But I don't actually know if I need to kill them. Shoot. Okay, that worked. Ugh. Dang it. I don't know if I need to defeat them. No. I'm gonna go with no. For now. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna skip them. I don't think I need to kill them. This is a cool thing, guys. And I don't think I can do it yet. I don't have the bomb bag. Unless I got it. No, I didn't. Fine, I'll save you. Craziness. Let's go ahead and see if I can snipe this keys. Ah, it's really hard to... Oh, I got him. Sweet. Oh, I'm not even on the right side for it. I was thinking I was over there with the Dodongo skull. Yeah, and so even though I'd played Twilight Princess, Link Between Worlds, Majora's Mask. One sec. My movie ended up being very close to Ocarina of Time. Oh, I remember this freaking room. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And that's just because again, it's like such a timeless, solid narrative that just kind of works really well, even if you don't know what you're doing and you're making a stupid movie. Is this where I just came from? I think it might be, sadly. Yeah. I gotta get over there. So, oh, shoot. Okay, I think... What? Okay, climb that. Oh, man. Okay. I think I can do this. What's in here? There's a room in Skyward Sword, and the... these rupees completely go to waste. It's annoying. Let's see if I can time this. Ah, I actually don't know if that's correct. Maybe I can just... Ah, surely it's a timing thing, right? There's a room in the Lineru factory, gosh, I can't remember it, mining facility, I think. There we go. That reminds me of this place. So like where you get the Gus Bellows? I don't know. Eye switch. See, it's not so bad. Even, like, you can use targeting for most things you need to shoot. And other stuff, it's like, it's not terrible to find it without gyroscope. It's not ideal, but it's fine enough. Uh-oh. I think this is... Oh, there's more. I actually forgot that there's 2 rounds of these. I mean, pretty easy. As long as it... Now, if you didn't have the Hylian shield, it actually might be kind of difficult. I suppose. Dude, what? Come on. Oh, Link! No! Okay, don't do that. That's annoying. I hate that. That he, like, chose to lock on. Because I don't know if any other Zelda game really does that, where it locks on even if you're not holding it. Like, it's doing that right now. Okay, got one. Come here. Really? Okay, I'll come over here. You know, it's a very pleasant noise. Okay, let's go through there. I see myself having the most trouble in Jabu Jabu, like, out of these 3. Oh, wait, did I miss something? Or did I just... Did they both look like that? No. No. I just came through here. And now I need to go through there. It's another... Oh, yeah, there's 2 eye switches. That's a sly thing to do. Can't fool me. Okay, is this what I need? Come on, just cut to the chase. There it is. This bomb-holding bag. What a lucky guy. See, that's the type of N64 dialogue I'm talking about. That I hope they keep it. It's part of the thing, you know. Okay, where am I going here? Do I have a map? I bet you I do. See how much more cumbersome it is to, like, use the map here. That's one of the huge benefits of the 3DS, is that you have it right there at all times. But I think we'll be okay, I hope. And there it is, guys. What does the sign say? What? Giant dead Dodongo when it sees red. Yeah, okay. So, we must do that. Right now. Okay, thank you, Navi, thank you. So, we are right where we need to be. I always thought this was a really cool puzzle. Well, if I can do it, right? No! Here we go. And next one. Don't fall, don't fall. There it is. We got it. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Let's not take fall damage. And let's go. Not today. Please give me some hearts or something. Oh, this isn't the very end. Shoot. Alright, let's not get hurt by these things. Oh, come on. That's not fair, man. Snuck up on me. Dude. My lord. Give me a heart. Or seeds. That's fine, too. Come on. Okay. Got it. There we go. Yeah, they're pretty generous with hearts, I would say. Not too bad. Okay, where do I need to go here? I guess there is more. Where are we now? No, 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 no. Bro. Dude. Wow. Dude, get up there, you dingus. Do not attack me. I swear. He's gonna do it, isn't he? Come on. Where are you? Okay, whatever. So what was the point of that? Push that. Great. Now what? I guess that's just way to get back over here. Oh, fairy. I don't have a bottle because I didn't help the Kuko lady. We'll get a bottle at some point, don't we? I might do some stuff on my own. I'm not opposed to it. Just I'll hit the main story beats on stream. But like extras, I might grab that on my own. Just stuff that's not that noteworthy. You know. So what? Oh my word! I hate you, dude. Get. Oh my gosh. So is this what I needed? I think that's actually right. That's cool. I guess that's a cool puzzle. Ooh, my back. I've been having less back problems lately because I'm on my feet for a lot of the day, but here they come. Here they come back. Alright, push that switch. See, I thought that was just a hole in the ground. I got confused. Like we have to go down there or something. Any more grass? Any more? Nope. Okay. Well, if I have to go into this battle with low hearts, I will. Oh, they'll give us something, surely. Doodly doodly doo. Oh, okay. That works too. Here we go. This boss, I believe, is very easy. But I hope I'm right about that. There's kind of a trick to it that I'll show you. Here we go. Oh, I cannot wait to see what this is going to look like in the future. Alright, let's do it. Look at that. So the trick to this is when he starts to roll, first of all, you gotta throw the bomb in his mouth, whatever. I guess you attack him after that, huh? Yeah. Oh, okay, now he's gonna roll. So you get on the side, right next to the lava, but not actually in the lava. He can't get you. He's not gonna get you. It's very easy. Look at that. Well, he's not even coming over here, so we're good. Okay, so you gotta get to him before he's gonna inhale. Throw it. It's just like the frogs, really. It's all, oh, very quickly get out of the way. Out of the way. You know, what's interesting to me is that this boss has a unique theme. Along with Volvagia. Volvagia and King Dodongo share... Shoot, I missed it. Shoot, that was my mistake. Yeah, they both have this theme. And all the other bosses have a different theme. It's very interesting to me. It's cool. I mean, I do wonder if they planned to give all the bosses unique themes and then they just kind of gave up or something. Because it's interesting. But... whatever. I mean, they're both fire related, so kind of makes sense, but it is still peculiar to me. Come here. Alright, he's rolling again. Link. So yeah, the damage seems pretty forgiving in this game so far. I'm used to just the Breath of the Wild thing where you... Oh, shoot. You take so much damage for everything. Link! Okay, we got him. No sweat. I think Twilight Princess takes the cake for the best boss defeated music. But it's not bad in this game. It's pretty good. Pretty brutal, dude, if you ask me. And here we go. He's all dried up. Boom. Anything to say about that, Navi? Nope. I'm sorry, bro. See, what if this is the biggest Odongo here, then what about that skull that we just climbed inside? That guy must have been huge. Well, guys, I would say that's not too bad at all. 2.5 hours, you got through the first 2 little dungeons. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's me, Darunia. Well done. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, he's already been here. That's fine. That's all well and good. Let's do it, man. And here we go. BFFs. Look at that, it's pink. Craziness. That's red in that picture. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers. Come on, Link, you can figure it out. Just go with it. Okay, guys, that was awesome. And they're gonna do this thing, I forgot. Oh, they're gonna try to give Link a Goron hug. See, I could have sworn you have to go up to Death Mountain before that, but I guess not. I guess now they want you to do that. But guys, let's save. I'm gonna create a suspend point, and I'm not going to overwrite anything. There it is. So that about does it for today. I don't know exactly when I'll be back. I've had a very busy schedule, but I will try and come back as soon as I can. I think at this rate, I'd be surprised if it takes more than like, well, I don't know. I know it gets harder as it goes, but like we can definitely become an adult next time and possibly even get to the Forest Temple. So I'd be surprised if it took more than like 6, maybe 8 streams to finish this thing out. But I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to see. Depends on how long they end up being. If I can do it on a weekend or something. But I'll be back at some point. We don't know the release date for the sequel yet, so I think I've got plenty of time. I assume it's going to be like a holiday thing. Could be wrong. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, whoever's still there. And I'll see you next time. Peace.